From Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Chris Hansen alongside Joe Stapleton, and we are at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida.
That's right, Chris. We are still playing 100-200 with the optional straddle, double straddle, triple straddle, quadruple straddle, single straddle. You get the idea. Same table, same stakes. One new player, you may have heard of him, Jason Mercier.
I have heard of him. He's good. And Jason's going to be bringing 100,000 in chips to the table. So far, Barry Hutter and Doug Polk are killing it. Well, Barry is. Doug's just kind of gotten a lot of luck. Alvy Friedman is stuck a bit, and everyone else, well, they're right around their starting stack.
All right, enough with the table dressing. I am itching for action.
I think so. I paid 8,000.
Day two continues at Seminole Hard Rock. One new player is joining the table. Recent new dad, Jason Mercier, sits down to play with 100K.
The Merce dog.
So when you're on the turn and there are 4 cards, I didn't want to say middle set because that's like ambiguous, so I said third top. In retrospect, not the thing to say. But you can't give a flop analogy. That's just like
flopped middle set.
Doug Polk is up over 100 grand or 47 million YouTube clicks.
I would just say, give me the pot, except that there was a straight.
Well, wait, what happens when the board is paired on the turn? That really makes it difficult.
Kane, are you gonna let me know this down?
Not for 40 years.
Third, top.
I mean, I'm not one to talk, but Jason,
Poker terminology.
up top there, what's going on, big boy?
This hair is traveling south to Florida, the Chin Peninsula.
Again, like I said, I'm not one to talk, but I notice things. And the flop is 9, 10, 7. Oh, look at that. It's a set for Frank Casella.
But it's a straight for Barry Hutter. So 7's no good for Frank Casetta. He's gonna need to make a boat or a house or a little something I like to call 4 of a kind. That's my nickname for it.
Turn is a deuce. Casella checks. Action on Hutter.
Great time to bet for value.
Frank raises to 15,000.
Understandable raise. It's not even a flush draw in sight.
Just a call. 39,000 in the pot. And let's see the river. Board pairs, that's good for Casella. He's now got a boat, and I guarantee you one of the scenarios that Hutter was thinking over was the flopped set.
Hutter had a flopped monster himself, which is always tough to get away from. What a laydown.
Nice bluff, Frank.
Thank you.
Jason, I think he's talking to you again. You want 16?
Sure, I guess. Okay. I don't really want
32?
it. But
Triple straddle is on.
Still trying to get back to
16 is high, 32 is excessive. 64 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I like 64. Can we do it again? It's ridiculous. The same
I'll tell you what. If everyone's in, I'm down for the full straddle back to you.
Ooh.
So you can have your chance to get some redemption.
32, 64, 12, 8, 25.
Everyone's in.
It goes all the way to him. He's on the button.
Yeah, when he's on the button, he gets the 64.
I get the gift again. Beautiful. Let's do
I'm
it.
asking if you.
Of course I'll take it. I'll take it every time.
All right, I'm in for
Take it every
32.
time. And you wake up at ace 10, let me wake up at ace king. Let's try one more time.
I don't want to keep running that.
So the 16's on it, right?
Doug sucked out huge on Calderero last time.
Why not?
All right. Like the epic degen moment there.
Here's the real question. You do that again, it comes back. It's on you, Everett's folded around. You have the ace 10 of hearts. Did you learn your lesson, or are you gonna just limp this time?
I'm telling you right now, straight up, I learned my lesson.
All right, it's folded all the way around to Friedman. What a time for aces.
Oh, boy.
I just want to point out that Jason has been at the table for like 30 minutes, and this is his second 4-bet. It's been a lively session at the table.
Luckily, you don't have to be a maniac
45.
when you have aces.
Or you just make it 45,000.
Or is that 5-bet? Sorry.
Now, in a tournament, Jason might actually get away from this at this point. Friedman is going to be making this play with like ace-king at worst, maybe ace-queen, but still 2 overs.
You're right. You're
I
right.
wasn't even thinking about this.
Kane, you're a lot less drunk than I am.
Yeah, everybody is a lot less drunk than me. For sure. Not just you. I said
Cheers,
we.
Frank. Cheers.
I did say we.
To
You might be getting
gambling and
ahead.
alcohol.
Let's get liquor all over the table.
Call.
Well, in a cash game, he's not getting away from it, apparently.
How many times would you like to run it?
Twice? Twice is good.
Okay.
You have the best hand.
All right, he might have a pair of nines. He might have a pair of nines.
All right, over 9, 10. Oh, spades.
I like the one card rollover.
You do not have spades. No, I have not.
So Jason loses the first pot, so Friedman's free rolling.
Board number 2. Still nothing for nines to get excited about. Aces scoop it all.
I said, Abby.
Thank you.
Look at there. $200,000 to Avi Friedman. Nice.
Everyone good? Anyone want a drink? Anyone want a drink? Are you good, Caldo? You want a drink?
Oh, I'm good. You know, I'll have another. Why not? He's buying.
Jason wants a drink. Jason wants all the drinks. Tough start for Jason Mercier, who falls victim to the straddle cooler. Nice start for Barry Hutter, who makes an incredibly impressive fold. And you know how that old saying goes, 2.2 million pennies saved is 2.2 million pennies earned.
Download our new Poker Night in America app for free so you and your friends can have your very own poker night. Also available on Facebook Instant Games. Welcome back to the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, where there is over $1 million currently on the table.
It's your 400, Caldo.
Oh, I'm automatic. I haven't seen my hand. You guys tell me what you
Yeah,
want
we
to do.
know. Well, we made it automatic. Everybody's doing the 400.
So everyone's
Yeah,
automatic.
everybody's doing the 400. Well, essentially, I mean, I don't know what the rules
Hey,
here
what do you
are,
get
but
on Saturday? Oh, if we agree.
Well, that makes
we've
it
all
easier.
agreed that we're all doing it.
That makes it. You know, I never miss one of those.
Well, yeah.
That's like my normal conversation.
What happened?
I'm like, I don't know what to.
I think we need more people to be talking at one time. That's really what we need.
I'll just be quiet.
And then he'll ask me like, do you think I'm fucking with you? And I'm like, I don't know anymore. I don't even know, man. Yeah. I had this one hand with Jake where it was just like some standardish pot. He like bet turn, bet river, and like he looked at me, and I was on the river, and he's like, do you have 9-7? And I was like, I looked at him, and I had 9-7. It was the most insane thing ever.
Oh, Doug Polk, you run purer than the gene pools in Gattaca. Everybody gets quiet when they get aces.
Is that 4,000? I thought he was gonna bet something.
Caldo, finally loosening it up over there, man.
I gotta loose up a little bit. It's getting late.
And the raise is $12,800.
And I think at this point it becomes pretty clear what hand Doug has. Now, does he call or put in another raise? Or Caldereros has got clowns to the left of him and jokers to the right.
All in.
There go the sevens. And Callis has already sunk more than $12,000 into this pot. And I feel like when he made that last bet, he wanted to get it in. Now that he's facing calling it off, all of a sudden he realizes maybe he doesn't.
Well, there's a lot of figuring going on from Kane Callis here. Oh,
1 or 2.
Aces.
oh, he makes the call.
Jacks.
We can go for 2 if you want.
So he could have folded for 12,000. Now he's got a 12% chance of winning 180,000. Well, maybe it's worth it.
Twice it is.
We're gonna run it twice.
Hey everyone, just a quick reminder that we're running a contest through April in our app to win a seat on our show. One lucky winner gets to join us in Pittsburgh on May 20th at the Rivers Casino. So drop what you're doing, download the app, and register for your chance to win today.
Once again, is this gonna be the day that nobody can not get it in against aces?
How does a drunk guy get aces? How brutal is that?
I'm just the drunk guy now.
I had a last hand. 2 drunk guys.
The drunk guy.
Aces have held 3 boards in a row. Can they go 4 for 4?
The drunk guy.
I said drunk. He said drunk.
I prefer drunk now.
I left
Yep,
the drunk.
looks like
That's
a
what I said. He said
construction
drunk.
project over here. Brick after brick after brick.
Yep, aces hold 4 times in a row, and you know what that means. They ain't gonna hold the next time you get them. That's right, you. I'm talking to you.
Poker guys are looking for an edge, and there's been a lot of variance there. And if you can learn more and put that skill to use, you know, you can take a flyer in the cryptocurrencies. And historically, over the last few years, you've done pretty well.
I actually like enjoy learning about the space that I'm involved in, and marketing, and the internet has taught me a lot of things.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is you can get pretty good feedback.
Yeah.
A lot of decisions that you make in business, you never know whether you made quite the right decision.
For sure, it's hard to
until
isolate
years-
variables.
Right, exactly.
That's really the biggest problem.
But in marketing, especially internet marketing, you can see direct feedback. And the fun thing is it's sort of like poker in a way, in that you're just competing with everybody else who's trying to get that edge.
I love that in
Right?
marketing.
And then you find
That's
that
the
edge.
best part.
And then the tough part is you want to talk to people for ideas, but that idea, that trick that you found, if you disseminate it too widely, then it's the new normal.
Yeah,
right?
no,
You can't-
I know what you're saying. Shout out to Run It Once.
I think it's hard not to be long bit-term, sort of long Bitcoin long-term.
Yeah.
Ethereum is a little scary because
I don't like Ethereum.
Yeah, I think long-term anything, and certainly variance, can be even higher.
It's actually quite funny. So like 3 days or 4 days, whatever the 25K was.
Well, I thought you were talking about whenever the Bitcoin split was, which was only like a week ago.
Guerrero, what are you doing here with the suited queen?
James.
It's dangerous business.
I mean, I understand it if people would fold pre-flop, but they don't.
Like, yeah. I just don't believe in Ethereum. And they look at me, and I was like, that was probably not the right thing to say. When two guys have Ethereum hats on, they might believe in it.
Mercier 3-betting ace-king suited.
Exactly. We know what you're saying.
10-6 is the bet now.
Why can't we all just see a flop together?
Oh, did we just see eights get folded?
That's how you fold a pocket pair that's probably in bad shape.
We're back to Calderero.
Because Jason
Could I run worse
needed
tonight?
to 4-bet.
He commits the money, so 23,000 in the middle, and we're heads up. And a couple of spades come on the flop for Calderero. It's going to keep his chances alive to probably put more money in. 13-5 the bet.
All in.
What? All in and a call.
Twice? Oh, you go once?
James Calderero only goes once unless we're talking about a tanning bet, and then he goes multiple times.
All right, well, he picks up some more outs there on the turn.
Oh, man. Runner, Indian Summer. How does Jason Mercier not react at all to that? How is he not flipping over the table?
Gonna pay this man his money. Holy cow.
I call that kind of when the raptor attack. You think you're trying to fade spades, but you end up getting taken out by the outs you didn't even know were there.
It is a really rare sight to see Jason Mercier stuck such a large amount.
On the bright side, we will get to see him begrudgingly chase his losses, and one man's pain is our audience's entertainment, and two men's pain if you count Hanson.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. Now, usually we don't do this, but I am gonna just go ahead and say it. This has been one of the wilder segments of the season.
Might it have something to do with the fact that Doug Polk is smashed and sitting with $300,000 in front of him?
Yes, it may have to do with that. We had some big action on Poker Night in America this week. We've been at Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida. We've been playing 100-200.
Not many, but some. Clubs are always my 3-bet and fold hand.
That's one way to marry it.
I have clubs tell.
The fold. He just told you.
You know how I have a good hand? I'm being loud.
He has a good hand every time.
Well, it's been true.
Might be 9-high.
Can't miss a hand.
He gets monsters like
Let's see if I
8-10.
can quiet him up.
Here's the thing though, like I actually really enjoy getting trolled. So it's like you do realize I make almost no money from YouTube ever, right?
Then how do you make money? It's not from poker.
I actually lose money on YouTube.
Best not to mess with the Google gods in public.
There's a reason they don't call him Folderero.
Someone knows what's up.
He's got the second best hand, but he's got a lot of equity.
It's like Google knew what it was worth. You know what the sick thing is? I think I'm gonna play Superstar tonight. As long as if I can get the discount, I'm in.
I vote for the discount. You have to convince
I'm into if
the
I can get the discount.
Kane!
If anyone deserves a discounted entry to a bar called Super Stud, it's definitely Doug Polk.
Guys,
Wait, why
guys,
does he get it?
guys. Kane
Kane can't get a
why are
$25
you
discount.
doing that?
I am stuck. I'm stuck 150 today. I'm stuck 150.
84.
Let me light more on fire. Oh, thank you.
No one will believe you.
This is the opposite of the you are a fishtail.
Even more outs now for Calderero, and a bit of a scare card for Jason.
Oh man, my super stud's gonna be quite something.
16,700 is the amount that Calderaro has to call if he wants to see if he can make that draw into reality.
Jason doing a great job trying to make Calderaro pay to draw.
He's really good at coming up with the numbers that makes the other person really have to put some thought into it.
Why he's one of the best.
That's actually interesting because your rate would be a couple thousand an hour at that point. You know.
Oh, I like that though.
Well, Calderaro does call, so let's see if he can bring it home here on the river.
Yeah.
No, it's
I wouldn't be looking for money.
No, it's
I
the
just
effective rate.
agree. It's interesting. It is
Wait, where did my wine go?
interesting. You drank it?
I'll take a double.
Calderaro goes runner on Jason again. Puts Jason all in. And this might actually work because Calderaro's not really supposed to have diamonds here. It does work. Mercier calls.
Kentek, you want a 200K pop me? You're drinking, what do you want?
And still no freak out.
Wow. You want a 200K pop, what do you want?
Just a slow exhale. Quick head shake, and Jason.
It's fair.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna be a weapon?
You paid me 100K. What do you want me to drink?
Nope, just a sack full of money.
Whatever you want, it's good. Jason, what do you want?
I'm okay, thank you.
Those hands are so big relative to all the other hands. You know what I'm saying?
When the big blind's $6,400, you have pulled the game up out
We
of the
should do an
mud.
8-16 no limit game with the optional 32 and 64.
All right, so the straddles are getting a little crazy here, are they not?
Holy Lord, welcome to Straddle Town. I can't remember the last time I saw this much straddling outside of the
No, Frank's
Do you mind if
not
I give it a try?
straddling.
I haven't seen this much straddling since the last jockey convention I was at.
Yours will probably make the air. Just 6K to call, Frank.
That turn sucked too. Actually, was it good? Do you have 10s?
I did.
Oh my God, that was such a good turn.
Yeah.
How lucky was that turn?
Yeah, it's folding around the Calderaro and Polk again.
That was a really lucky turn.
Here we go again.
All right, before I look, roughly, Frank, what was he playing?
You guys got some
146.8.
I'll tell you what, without looking, I'm in for the call.
Doug hasn't looked, and we haven't either.
Without looking, you're in for the call. That's gonna.
I am looking.
Let that one slide.
There's only one way this can go, and that is toward the middle. Chips meaning, not the cards.
Oh. That's a massive raise.
Makes it 36,400. Where do you even come up with that number?
Oh, wow.
What's it to go? 30.
Just 30,000.
36-4.
That's so massive.
You just ISO'd the big blind, you know?
On Polk, we see has King Jack.
That's true.
He's thinking about it.
This is only one raise.
It says the makings of something really disastrous.
A 3-bet here could be expensive.
I'm all in.
I call.
Oh my God.
What did I tell you? I told you a 3-bet could be expensive.
Go ahead.
You called, right?
I called.
All right,
You called? Oh,
We're ready.
wow.
Let's go.
Your standard 300K pot.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ace on the flop, that's gonna be tough for Doug to come back from, and not happening.
All right, good game.
Calderaro's had one heck of a last 14 minutes here on Poker Night in America.
Swingy day. It got straddled to the classic 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 3200, 6400. You know, normal game. And naturally, you just got to go with the 150,000 to go with King Jack offsuit. It's just really standard stuff. Can we please see a king or a jack? No. Your 6400 game is strong.
Barry hit it right on the head when he said, it's your standard 300K pot.
So we got another straddle to 6,400.
Seriously.
I mean, honestly,
what
though,
else can
like-
you say to that?
What else can you do? Like,
Okay,
how
guys, it
often
was
do you-
fun.
I would expect anyone who's in profit right now to be folding pretty wide. Anyone stuck, the exact opposite. Doug just lost a huge pot, but I don't think he's down very much at all. Well, he knows he's likely to get a fold from Calderaro now that he's unstuck.
That's definitely not a calling hand.
Bobby Friedman looks pretty interested in what's happening here.
You couldn't see what he had, right?
No, I did not see that.
All right, 45K in the middle.
Doug's pre-flop raise to 20,000 and his flop bet of 18,000 are sure repping an ace.
Or is it a guy who wants you to think he's repping an ace?
Well, Friedman's gonna call at least once and try to improve.
He does call $82,000 now in the middle. Turns a queen, so now Friedman's got 2 pair. Oh boy. What kind of bet is coming here? Holy
Oh
mother.
no, Doug.
I'm all in.
Come on, show the Rivers last hand of the night.
Well, everybody else is seeming to have a very good end of the night, except for Doug Polk. Doug Polk is stumbling to the finish line.
Doug started up over 100K, and now Doug started this episode being able to speak coherently.
Damn, that's really unlucky for me. I was not gonna get buff the river and then.
And now, not.
Do we, like, cut Doug off here? Or how are we supposed to handle that?
I just ordered him another shot. Was I not supposed to do that?
Download our new Poker Night in America app for free so you and your friends can have your very own poker night. Also available on Facebook Instant Games. Welcome back to another redonkulous table on Poker Night in America. Let's count these stacks and see where everyone stands.
In the end, tech CEO Avi Friedman and hometown regular James Calderero profit over $200,000. Frank Casella and Barry Hutter finish up as well with handsome profits as well as faces. Doug Polk was up over $180,000 and managed to finish down almost 60 grand thanks to alcohol.
Well, yesterday's game and today's game were very similar in the fact that they were both poker. Outside of that, nothing was similar. Okay, yesterday, a lot of conservative play. Today, people died. People died. They didn't have to die, but they died. The poker gods. They didn't have to die out there today.
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe. But you'll write the mean stuff too. It's all good.